This Torah class is brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.
My friend Rav Mordechai Gelber sent me yesterday a bulletin in the name of Rabbi Yisrael Belsky about the proper way to lane and pronounce a pasuk in this week's parsha. I was not aware of this, but it's mamish. It's worthwhile to have this yediyah, and by having this yediyah, you're never going to forget the translation and the meaning of this pasuk. Vayomer ein koyel anois gevura ve'ein koyel anois chalusha koyel anois anoichi shoymea. Now, if you were listening very carefully, you would have noticed that the word anois appears 3 times in this pasuk, and I pronounced it the third time different than the first and the second. The first time, anois. The second time, anois. The third time, anois. You hear the difference? Anois. As if there was a double nun almost. Because the first 2 appearances of the word anois, it means something totally different than the third time. In fact, it's a different word. It's a different word, but it's spelled ayin nun vav saf. No, it's not. The first time it's ayin nun vav saf. The second time it's ayin nun with a dagesh vav saf. Nun with a dagesh means you pronounce it as if there are 2 nuns. So who says that? There's somebody named Rashi. You ever hear of Rashi? Rashi says, Ein koil anois gevura, ein hakoil hazeh. This voice that I hear, nira, does not appear, koil anias giborim hatzayachim nitzachain, the cry of warriors, with the cry of victory. Anois is ania, ve'anisa ve'amarta. It's not the cry, the calling out, the cry, the proclamation of victory. V'lo koil chaloshim shetzakim vay. It's not the call of defeat. Ein koil anois gevura ve'ein koil anois chalusha. So the first time the word anois means ania, answering. Koil anois. Rashi says, koil cherufin v'gidufin. The voice of defamation and curse. Hame'anin, that afflict. The third time anois does not mean to call. It's not a cry. It's affliction. Hame'anin, hame'anin. The second time it's anois, inoi. So if you're about koirei, or even if you're being maver sedra, the first time anois, 1 nun. The second time anois. You do it in a way where it shouldn't sound like 2 nuns, but it should be extra emphasized to indicate it is a different word. Where do we see this? Rashi. Simple translation of Rashi. The first 2 anois, ania. Third anois, inoi. How do you mark the difference? Dot. Dot in the letter. Rabbi Glatstein, have an amazing Shabbos. Kol tov, everyone. Yeah, you cop that? You get that?
You've just experienced another Torah class brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.